Welcome everyone, I'm Deronda. Today I'm making a chickpea and lentil soup. We're going to start off with these beautiful, fresh, vibrant ingredients. You're going to need about 6½ cups of water. I have 1 cup of chopped onions right here. I have 2 ribs of celery chopped, and this is also about a cup. Over here are my seasonings. I have a 1/2 teaspoon of ground ginger, 1/4 of a teaspoon of turmeric, 1/8 of a teaspoon of cinnamon, and I have about 1/4 of a teaspoon of fresh cracked pepper. And here I have about 2 teaspoons of kosher salt, and here are a cup of lentils. You also may use the red lentils if you'd wish. I have a 15-ounce can of crushed tomatoes here, and it's thick puree. I have 2 tablespoons of butter, and I have cilantro, fresh cilantro, about 1/4 of a cup. And over here I have a 15-ounce can of chickpeas. Now chickpeas are also known as garbanzo beans. This is a 15-ounce can that I've drained, rinsed, and I'm ready to add to the soup. So let's go over here to the oven top where I have the Dutch oven heating on medium-high heat, and I'll show you how to put this fantastic soup together. So follow me. Right, I've got my heat turned down to low on my Dutch oven, and I'm going to add my 2 tablespoons of butter. And to the butter, I'm going to add all the onions and the celery, and I'm going to let this saute for about 10 minutes until we get a nice translucent color on the onions and celery. Right, the onions and celery have been sauteing for 10 minutes, and they're very nice and tender, as you can see there. Alright, to this we're going to add the seasonings. That's the pepper and the cinnamon and the turmeric. Oh my goodness, does that smell? So delicious. Okay, and then you're going to add the lentils. Now, before I add my lentils, I rinse them very well and make sure they're nice and clean. Okay, just add all your lentils in there. Give it a nice little stirring. Now, I've turned my heat up to medium-high because we're going to add some liquids to our soup here, and we want to bring it to a boil. Also, you're going to add your crushed tomatoes at this time. Okay, get it all in there. Give it a nice little stir. If you were in my kitchen right now, you could smell how yummy this is, and it is going to be delicious. And the great thing about it, it keeps in the refrigerator, covered in an airtight container very well, up to 2 days. It seems like the flavor even gets better. And now we're going to add the 6½ cups of water. And then we're going to bring this to a boil and reduce the heat to medium-low and partially cover our Dutch oven pan and let it cook for the next 25 to 30 minutes. The lentil soup has a small boil on it right now, and actually I forgot to add my salt earlier, so I'm going to go ahead and add that into the soup right now. Salt's optional. If you do not want to add it, you may keep it out. Believe me, this soup is full of flavor. Salt just enhances the flavor, but if you're watching your sodium intake, by all means leave it out. Alright, when the soup begins to boil like this, I'm going to turn it down to simmer, and I'm going to partially cover the top of the Dutch oven like so, and I'm going to let this cook for the next 25 minutes, and I want to stir it about every 5 minutes. I'll be back after 25 to 30 minutes, and I'll show you how to add those chickpeas and the cilantro. It's time to check our soup. It's been cooking on low heat for about 30 minutes, and if you want to make sure your lentils are tender enough for you, just dip in a spoon, get yourself some lentils, give them a nice little taste, cool it off. Those are just right for me. Now I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to add the garbanzo beans or the chickpeas, whatever you like to call it, and give it a nice little stirring. And then you're going to partially cover the pot again and let this cook for another 5 minutes. And then I'll come back and show you how I'm going to put it in a bowl. Time to give this chickpea and lentil soup a taste. Oh my goodness, it looks so hearty. Look at the chickpeas and the celery and onions. Gotta give it a try. Wow. That is one punch of flavor. Now I just slide the cilantro leaves on the top. It gives it a really nice fresh flavor. And with the onions and the carrots, I can taste the turmeric and a little bit of the ginger. And the black peppers coming through. And with the tomatoes and the lentil. It is one delicious hearty soup for the fall and winter, or any time of the year. Hey y'all, thanks for watching. Hope you give it a try. I'm Deronda with Foods 101. I'll catch you next time.